Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. So, this episode is brought to you by the good people at Mattress Warehouse. I work at Mattress Warehouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Come down and see me at Lima Road or go to one of our other locations on Coliseum or on Illinois Road. If you would live within 70 miles of the Fort Wayne area, get a quality mattress, get a name brand mattress at a warehouse price at Mattress Warehouse. We have tons of mattresses to choose from, 70 to 75 different mattresses on display here. So come in, see me, get your sleep taken care of because as we age, sleep is more and more important to your overall health as we age. So I just wanted to come on here and make a quick video about what happened last night in the Monday Night Football game. And we are going to talk about the Colts a little bit, what is going on with the Colts. And they have a big game against the Texans this week. I hate to say it's a must win. My dad says every game is a must win, but and they also need to score a touchdown every time they're within the 20-yard line. But it's not really a must win game, but this is Anthony Richardson's going to be going up another quarterback who is inexperienced, and it would just be good to see Anthony Richardson be able to take that step forward and get a win under his belt and get that confidence. And I think he's going to do it. I really do. I think they're going to be able to beat the Texans this week. But let's talk about what we saw last night because that is what everybody is talking about in the NFL world. It was absolutely devastating. I got off of work here at 8 o'clock, went directly home, put on Monday Night Football. I'm getting all jazzed up for the game, slicing cheese and getting some crackers and some snacks and chips and salsa around to stuff my face. And this was a big game. This was the biggest game of the week. I mean, the Bills with their quarterback, a divisional game, the Jets playing against Josh Allen and the Bills with Aaron Rodgers. I was very hyped up for this game. Not only that, I lived in New York for quite a long time, and just the pageantry behind, the being 9/11 and all of that, seeing Rodgers. And hey, I will say this. I hated Rodgers at the end when he was at Green Bay. I mean, my stepdad, he is a big Packers fan, and I talk to him all the time about the Packers. And Rodgers just kind of he made himself unlikable in Green Bay. He totally turned a total different leaf over when he came to New York. Showed up to all the OTAs, started talking to the young guys about, almost being like a mentor to some of these young guys. He never did that before. So we saw a whole new Aaron Rodgers. I was really rooting for the guy. I was really hoping that he could win another Super Bowl. I think it's a travesty. This is the last time we see him on the field. I do think he's deserving of. I mean, he needed to win another Super Bowl to really plan himself, kind of like Manning did, winning that Super Bowl late in Denver. Getting that second one just kind of puts you there on the Mount Rushmore. I mean, this guy is the greatest thrower of the football I think we've seen since Dan Marino. Really, I mean, now we got Mahomes in there, but I mean, when Rodgers was in his prime, 2011, 12, 13. I mean, this guy was as good as it gets. And to watch him go down in that way, Manning was devastated. I was watching the Manning cast, and he's like, thought it was just a regular sprain or, ankle sprain or something like that. What happened on the play? So I've heard a few different breakdowns of the play. They were going to throw a screen to the outside. That's why that left tackle just went low at the guy's legs in front of him. He completely whiffed on that low block, just like that chop block, I guess it is, on. And then, he goes low, so this guy can't get his hands up. And then it's like Rodgers is going to throw the quick pass to the outside. He doesn't throw the quick pass, so that guy just has time and gets right up on Rodgers. Didn't really see him coming. By the time he did, he goes to do that old move where he, is kind of like spins around in one place trying to get away. and then you see his foot really got kind of like dorsiflexed underneath him, and that heel went all the way to the ground. So just was really, really devastating to see that. And then but when you really see the breakdown, you see that when his foot was like flexed on the ground like that, that's where everything is loaded into your calf muscle, which he's had some calf problems in the past. So he's flexed like that, and then you just see everything in his calf and everything just like kind of like be released at the same time. And that's not a good sign. He's going to be 40 years old in December. Can he come back from this? Maybe he just won't want to go out this way and he'll want to come back and play again. For him to get all of his money, he's due, it's like $75 million, but that's over a 2-year contract. So, I mean, if he cares about the money, I mean, he's going to try to come back and at least see what happens. But for all intensive purposes, almost like his career is over. I don't really see him coming back from this. I mean, I saw another like ex-player on TV. I mean, the many people, the Achilles injury will just be like your final straw because it is a devastating injury and it's really hard to come back from, especially when you're going to be 40 years old and you're going to be not only you're going to be in like a cart for a while or not really be able to walk until the injury heals, then it's like a whole nother rehab of like really like stretching that Achilles. I will say I broke like 2 or 3 bones in my ankle. And when my ankle was like in that boot for a long time, all your tendons in your foot and your ankle get so tight. And when you go to walk again, you spend so much time like trying to flex, and it's still not right. I mean, I have a plate and some screws and stuff in that ankle. That's from playing football in the backyard. But yeah, that's why it takes so long. Anything with that area, there's so many tendons in your tendons and muscles and things all tied together in that ankle area that spends so much time flexing and around. Um, it's just devastating. It's devastating for the Jets. I mean, I don't particularly like the Jets, even though I did live in New York for a while. I was more of a Giants fan always, but my heart goes out to all those Jets fans out there because you finally got a quarterback, and then I mean, you feel like you're a completely cursed team at this point. But let's talk about the Colts. They got the game coming up against the Texans. So the Texans have CJ Stroud, who I really wanted the Colts to be able to get. But now we have Anthony Richardson. So, and they also have Will Anderson that they drafted. So this is a Texans team that they're trying to rebuild and get some key pieces, get some real leadership pieces in there for this team. So it's going to be a close game. This is going to be a low scoring, close game, I believe. Shane Steichen is going to have to kick some field goals in this game. You paid Gay all that money. He's got to go out there and he's got to make some field goals. If we're in field goal range, this team, you got to take the field goals, and you could beat this team like 13-10, I feel like. Also, I mean, the Colts have always ran the ball pretty decently against the Texans. Hopefully Moss is out there this week, and yeah, then the Colts will be able to hopefully get some running yards. Sorry. Just drinking coffee and oatmeal here, and it's just going right through me. So we have I lost my train of thought. So the game coming up, Texans, it's going to be well, we really don't know a lot about what's going to happen in this game. 2 rookie quarterbacks. I would just love to see Anthony Richardson be able to get one over on CJ Stroud and at least win that first game and get some of that confidence playing against a little bit of a weaker team and kind of get these guys like pumped up for the season. Hopefully we can make it happen, but I will be on tomorrow and make another video about the Colts. And thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, stay classy out there, Colts fans.